हेलो स्टूडेंट्स। लास्ट वीडियो में हमने बात किया था अबाउट स्पॉन्टेनियस एंड नॉन स्पॉन्टेनियस रेडॉक्स रिएक्शन। ओके, आज हम लोग बात करेंगे बेसिकली अबाउट इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस एंड इलेक्ट्रोलिटिक सेल। तो क्लास, एज वी डिस्कस इन लास्ट लेक्चर, द redox reaction which can take place on its own without any external help are called as the spontaneous redox reaction. A redox reaction which cannot take place on its own, okay, and need some external power to be supplied, or we pass direct current in the electrolyte solution, and then only reaction can take place. Such redox reactions are called as the non-spontaneous redox reaction. So class, redox reaction, spontaneous or non-spontaneous, take place in some devices. So these devices are called as the electrochemical cell. So if I ask you define electrochemical cell, your answer will be an electrochemical cell is a device used to study chemical reactions electrically. That is interconversion of electrical and chemical energy. Means device in which either electricity is supplied to carry out chemical reaction, or due to chemical reaction taking place, the chemical energy of substance get converted into electrical energy. So class, that's why electrochemical cells are of two types: electrolytic cell and galvanic cell. So electrolytic cell is one in which non-spontaneous redox reaction is forced to occur by passing direct current from external source into the solution, into the electrolyte solution. Okay, and galvanic cell is one in which spontaneous redox reaction take place, and due to spontaneous redox reaction taking place, the chemical energy of the substance is converted into electrical energy, or the cell which produce electricity are called as the galvanic cell. So class, you can see in electrolytic cell, electrical energy is converted into chemical energy, and in galvanic cell, chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. So class, let us focus today's lecture on electrolytic cell or electrolysis. So class, when we supply electrical energy from outside in the electrolyte solution, and we carry out forcefully redox reaction, that is non-spontaneous redox reaction, such process is called as the electrolysis. So definition, it is defined as a process in which electric current is used to bring about non-spontaneous redox reactions. Okay, so class, when you carry out electrolysis, the device in which we carry out electrolysis is called as the electrolytic cell. So in that vessel, we take two rods, okay, and on one rod the process is going to take place oxidation, and other rod the process is going to take place is reduction. So these rods on which oxidation and reduction reaction take place. So on one rod oxidation reaction take place, and on other rod reduction reaction take place. So these rods are called as the electrodes. So electrodes are the surfaces on which oxidation or reduction half reaction occurs. So class, remember, oxidation reaction and reduction reactions are also called as oxidation half reaction or reduction half reaction. Okay, so class, electrode दो टाइप के होते हैं, inert electrode and active electrode. So inert electrode does not take part in chemical reaction. The only role of inert electrode is to transfer electron from one electrode to other electrode. The electrode do not participate in electrochemical reaction, or you can say do not take part in redox reaction. Active electrode is one which take part in electrochemical reaction, that is oxidation reaction or reduction reaction. So electrode may itself undergo oxidation or reduction during electrolysis. So class, example of active electrodes are copper, zinc, silver, etc. Okay. So class, out of two electrodes, one electrode on the surface of which oxidation occurs, as electrons are lost by some species at that electrode, we call that electrode as the anode. So anode is an electrode at which oxidation occurs as electrons are lost by some species. Plus another electrode on the surface of which reduction occurs as electrons are gained by some species. So such electrode is called as the cathode. So cathode is an electrode at which reduction occurs as electrons are gained by some species. The oxidation take place at anode and reduction take place at cathode. So class, हमने जो 10 में सीखा था cathode positive, anode negative, like that. So that is not a real definition of cathode and anode. So cathode and anode is defined as the anode is electrode on which oxidation take place, and cathode is reduction on which reduction take place. So this is the real definition of cathode and anode. Okay, class, now what is meaning of discharge? So class, when electrolysis takes place, suppose I am having an ion. So this anion may go to the anode, that is positive electrode, and lose its electron. So class, this process is oxidation. So I say anion get discharge at anode. Class, similarly, if I take cation, cation goes to cathode, gain electron and become neutral atom. Okay, so class, here cation undergo reduction, so I also say cation is discharge. So class, discharge is a common term for oxidation और reduction. तो oxidation हुआ या फिर reduction हुआ, हम लोग उसको बोलते हैं in general discharge हुआ है. तो discharge is oxidation और reduction at respective electrode. Okay, तो class, हम लोग अभी बात करेंगे products of electrolysis. तो electrolysis जब होता है, तो what is electrolysis? We supply electrical energy from outside. We supply direct current in the solution of electrolyte. So oxidation take place at anode, reduction take place at cathode. So which product is obtained at anode and which product is obtained at cathode? So what are the products of electrolysis are decided by many factors. So class, first factor is electrolyte use. तो आप कौन सा electrolyte use कर रहे हो? Suppose if I sodium chloride, then product at cathode and anode will be different. If I take magnesium chloride, products will be different. If I take aluminum chloride, products will be different. So which electrolyte I use for electrolysis, that decides the product at cathode and anode. Okay, plus next factor that decides the products, that is your electrolyte is in fused state or in aqueous solution. Plus fused state means, so electrolyte is solid. If you heat it very strongly, it will melt, and on melting, cations and anions separate and they start moving. So class, that liquid state, the electrolyte in liquid state is called as the fused electrolyte. And second option is take electrolyte, put in water. So when you dissolve electrolyte in water, it forms cations and anions. So that will be the aqueous solution of electrolyte. So your electrolyte is in fused state or electrolyte is in aqueous state. That is also going to decide what products you are going to get at cathode and anode. Third factor is concentration of electrolyte. So class, will discuss this case, how concentration of electrolyte will change the product at cathode and anode. And finally, nature of electrode. So just now we discuss two types of electrode, active electrode and inert electrode. So what happens if electrodes are inert and what happens if electrodes are active? So that also decides the products at cathode and anode. So before you start electrolysis, different examples, remember, if it is not mentioned which electrodes are used for electrolysis, then by default you have to use platinum electrode, or you can say inert electrode. Electrolysis of molten sodium chloride using platinum electrodes. So class, what is molten sodium chloride? So class, sodium chloride NaCl is solid. On strong heating, that sodium chloride melts and become sodium chloride liquid. Okay, on strong heating, the solid melts and become liquid. So we call that sodium chloride is in molten state or is in its fused state. So sodium chloride is in molten state or is in its fused state. So in molten state or fused state, that sodium chloride, the cations and anions get separated from each other and they are free to move in the molten solution. So NaCl gives you Na plus and Cl minus ions which are free to move in the solution. Okay, class, in this vessel, so we are taken molten NaCl and you can see the Na plus ions and Cl minus ions can freely move in that vessel. Okay, class, in this vessel we have inserted two platinum rods. One rod is connected to the positive terminal of the battery and one rod is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. So rod which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery become positively charged and rod which is connected to the negative terminal of the battery become negatively charged. So moment the battery is switch on, Okay, so chloride ions which are negatively charged, they get attracted towards positive rod. So at positive rod, chloride ions being negatively charged, they are forced to lose their electron. So chloride ion goes to the so chloride ion goes to the positive rod, there it loses electron and become chlorine atom. Okay, process is oxidation, because if we know when any species loses electron, it undergo oxidation. Okay class, but problem is chlorine is not a stable atom, because chlorine is not stable in atomic state. Reason, because chlorine atomic number 17, 2, 8, 7. So it want to complete its octet. So we don't have only one chloride ion in the solution. So when another chloride ion goes to the positive rod, it also loses its electron and becomes Cl atom by losing electron. So class, then what happens? Two chlorine atoms, both are short of one electron to complete the octet. They share their electron and form covalent bond. Okay, so this is called as a secondary process. So two Cl minus ions gives Cl2 plus 2 electrons. So class, you can see the reaction taking place at positive rod is oxidation reaction. And class, since the reaction is oxidation reaction, the electrode on the surface of which oxidation reaction takes place, we call that electrode as the anode. So I write this reaction taking place at anode. Okay, so at anode oxidation takes place. So chloride ions are oxidized into chlorine gas, and you can see the blue color bubbles of chlorine gas on the surface of anode. The chlorine gas is liberated on the surface of anode. Okay, so class, when chloride ions goes to the anode, they lose their electron to anode. So these electrons which are lost by chloride ion, they are pumped by battery pump these electrons, and they take these electrons, the battery pump these electrons from positive electrode to negative electrode. So these electrons, they move from positive electrode to negative electrode, and the solution contain Na plus ions. So these Na plus ions which are positively charged, they are attracted towards negatively charged electrode, and there these Na plus ions accept the electrons which are lost by chloride ions. So class, the reaction is Na plus electron. So Na plus ions, they go to the negative rod, there they accept electron which are lost by Cl minus ions. So Na plus ions, when they gain electron, it become sodium atom. So class, reaction is reduction, since Na plus ions gain the electron. So when electrons are gained, we call the process as a reduction. So class, here in this reaction, oxidation and reduction both are taking place simultaneously. But to balance the electrons, you can see in oxidation reaction 2 electrons are lost, and in reduction reaction there is only 1 electron. So to balance the equation, we multiply reduction reaction by 2. So class, now it is balanced. So 2 electrons are lost at anode, 2 electrons are gained at cathode. So class, what happens at cathode? The sodium ions accept electron and become sodium, but sodium is deposited here on this negative electrode. So class, since reaction taking place at negative electrode is reduction, we call that electrode as the cathode. So cathode is an electrode on the surface of which reduction reaction take place. So class, you can see here two reactions are taking place here, oxidation and reduction. And due to oxidation, we get chlorine gas at anode, and due to reduction, we get sodium metal at cathode. So products of electrolysis of molten sodium chloride using platinum electrodes are chlorine gas at anode and sodium metal at cathode. Electrolysis of concentrated NaCl using platinum electrodes. Class, in beaker, we take water, and everyone know water is
bad conductor of electricity. So in pure state, water form very less number of cations and anions, that is H plus ions and OH minus ions. So pure water form very less number of H plus ions and very less number of OH minus ions in pure state. But in the water, if we add salt, that is NaCl, sodium chloride. So plus sodium chloride dissolved in water and it dissociate, and NaCl when dissociated in water, NaCl forms Na plus ions, that is cations, and chloride ions, that is Cl minus ions. So NaCl dissociated from cations and anions, and it dissociated completely from large number of cations and anions. It is strong electrolyte. But water which was dissociated to very less extent in pure state, in presence of NaCl, water also form large number of cations and anions, that is large number of H plus ions and OH minus ions. So water which in pure state form very less number of cations and anions, in presence of NaCl, water form large number of cations, that is H plus ions, and large number of anions, that is OH minus ions. So class, in this solution we have two cations, that is Na plus and H plus, Na plus from NaCl and H plus from water, and two anions, that is Cl minus and OH minus. Cl minus from NaCl and OH minus from water. So class, if you put that solution, the aqueous solution of NaCl, if you take in a vessel, and to that vessel if you insert two rods, platinum rods, okay, and one rod is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, other rod is connected to the negative terminal of the battery, and when we switch on the battery, so Na plus ions and H plus ions both being positive, they will start moving towards the negative electrode, that is cathode, while Cl minus ions and OH minus ions both will move towards positive terminal of the battery, that is towards anode. So class, when Cl minus ions and OH minus ions both move towards anode to lose electron, so both cannot lose electron simultaneously. दोनों एक साथ इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज नहीं कर सकते ना. Cl minus and OH minus ions cannot lose electron simultaneously. So class, here we need to understand concept of preferential discharge. Class, let us understand what is preferential discharge. Preferential discharge क्या होता है. So class, you can see a order of cations. आपको यहाँ पे cations दिख रहा है. So Li plus Na plus K plus Mg plus 2 L plus 2 etc. So class, जैसे आप आगे बढ़ रहे हो, it has become more easy for cation to get discharge और cation to get reduced. तो क्लास, अगर मैं आपको बताता हूँ, हमारे पास सोल्यूशन में Na प्लस एंड H प्लस दो कटायन है. हमारे सोल्यूशन में Na प्लस आयंस है एंड H प्लस आयंस है. तो क्लास, Na प्लस आयंस और H प्लस आयंस हम देखेंगे इस ऑर्डर में. तो Na प्लस एंड H प्लस में आप देख सकते हो H प्लस को पहला प्रेफरेंस मिलता है ईज़ ऑफ डिस्चार्ज का. हमने जो प्रेफरेंस देखा है यहाँ पे, तो देखिए यहाँ पे जो ऑर्डर लिखा है दैट इज़ ईज़ ऑफ डिस्चार्ज. तो कौन सा आयन सबसे ईजिली डिस्चार्ज हो सकता है, तो ये जो ऑर्डर है वो इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर ऑफ ease with which cation can be discharged. तो क्लास, H plus और Na plus में H plus is more easy to get discharge or you can say to get reduced at cathode. Okay क्लास, सिमिलरली हमारे पास अनायन दो है, that is Cl minus and OH minus ion. तो क्लास, Cl minus and OH minus ion में आप देख सकते हो अनायंस में तो OH के बाद Cl आता है. तो Cl is more easy to get discharge or you can say Cl minus ion can get more easily oxidized as compared to OH minus ions. तो क्लास, ये जो हमने जो ऑर्डर लिखा है, दिस ऑर्डर डिपेंड्स ऑन मेनी फैक्टर्स. ओके, सो दिस फैक्टर्स हम लोग किसी और वीडियो में डिस्कस करेंगे बहुत डिटेल में. तो फिलहाल आपको ये ऑर्डर याद रखना, ऐड करना है कि कटायंस के लिए ईज़ ऑफ डिस्चार्ज का ऑर्डर और अनायंस के लिए ईज़ ऑफ डिस्चार्ज का ऑर्डर. तो क्लास, अगर हम लोग बात करें कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड NaCl सोल्यूशन की, तो सोल्यूशन में Na प्लस और H प्लस है. सिमिलरली सोल्यूशन में Cl माइनस एंड OH माइनस आयंस है. तो क्लास, हम लोग देखते हैं सबसे पहले अनायंस में. तो हमारे पास दो अनायंस है, OH माइनस एंड Cl माइनस आयंस, और हम देखेंगे अगर ऑर्डर ऊपर के अनायन के ऑर्डर देखेंगे डिस्चार्ज पोटेंशियल के या फिर ईज ऑफ डिस्चार्ज। तो क्लास जिस आयन का डिस्चार्ज पोटेंशियल कम होता है, मतलब जो आयन बहुत इजीली डिस्चार्ज हो सकता है, वो पहले डिस्चार्ज होता है या फिर वो पहले इस केस में ऑक्सीडाइज होगा एट एनोड। तो क्लास OH माइनस एंड Cl माइनस में डिस्चार्ज पोटेंशियल Cl माइनस का कम है, मतलब Cl माइनस कम पोटेंशियल पे ऑक्सीडाइज हो सकता है एट एनोड। सो प्रेफरेंस विल गो टू Cl माइनस ओवर OH माइनस। सो क्लास आपका रिएक्शन होगा Cl माइनस at anode loses electron and becomes Cl. The class we discussed already, Cl exists as Cl2, so to balance it, one more Cl minus becomes Cl by losing electron. So the reaction at anode is 2 Cl minus gives you Cl2 plus 2 electrons. So class reaction is oxidation, and class oxidation reaction take place at anode. So we say at anode preferentially Cl minus ions are oxidized and the formation of chlorine gas on the surface of anode. तो chlorine gas के bubbles आपको देखेंगे anode के ऊपर। Okay, the product at anode is chlorine gas. Plus similarly at cathode Na plus and H plus ions. तो क्लास आप देख सकते हो ऊपर ऑर्डर्स में, तो Na plus and H plus ion में डिस्चार्ज पोटेंशियल ऑफ H plus is less than Na plus, मतलब H plus ion can get reduced at lower potential as compared to Na plus. So H plus ion को reduce होना ज़्यादा easy है as compared to Na plus. So H plus ion in preference gain electron. By gaining electron, H plus ion become H. but आपको मालूम है H exists as H2. So when one more H plus ion get electron, it become H. So class the net reaction, that is 2H plus 2 electron gives H2. Reaction is reduction. So hydrogen gas is liberated at cathode due to reduction of H plus ions. And class the electrode at which reduction take place, we call it electrode as a cathode. So we say this reaction take place at cathode. So class the products of electrolysis of concentrated aqueous solution of NaCl is chlorine gas at anode. You can see here easily chlorine gas at anode and hydrogen gas at cathode. So we can see here H plus ions are reduced into hydrogen gas. So in solution number of H plus ions will decrease. You can see number of H plus ions will decrease from the solution. Okay, and similarly Cl minus ions are getting oxidized into chlorine gas, so number of Cl minus ions will also decrease from the solution. So class, if number of H plus ions and Cl minus ions are getting decreased in the solution contain Na plus ions and OH minus ions. So class, you can say solution contain Na OH. So class, in solution contain NaOH, which is strong base, you can say alkali. So pH of solution will increase. Okay, so this can be question for MCQs. The pH of solution increase because solution contain NaOH, that is Na plus and OH minus ions. Electrolysis of dilute NaCl using platinum electrodes. So class, in previous electrolysis NaCl was concentrated, here NaCl is dilute. So now see what happens if electrolyte is dilute. So we learn many factors on which product of electrolysis depends. So one of the factor was, we see here, the concentration of electrolyte. So that also one of the factors we decided the products which are formed at cathode and anode during electrolysis. So we'll see what happens if NaCl is dilute instead of concentrated. So class, we as discussed earlier, suppose we take a beaker containing water. So water is bad conductor of electricity, form less number of H plus and OH minus ions. But class, in water, suppose if you had salt NaCl, NaCl dissociate completely and form Na plus and Cl minus, and also make water conducting and force water to form more cations, that is H plus, and more anions, that is OH minus ions. But class, in this case we have taken small quantity of NaCl in water, so solution is dilute solution. So class, in this solution also we have two cations, Na plus and H plus, and two anions, that is of Cl minus and OH minus, that Na plus from NaCl, H plus from water, Cl minus from NaCl, and OH minus from water. But class, in this case the number of Cl minus ions are much smaller as compared to number of OH minus ions, because solution is dilute solution. So dilute solution contain less electrolyte, that is less concentration of NaCl. The number of Cl minus ions is less than number of OH minus ions. So let us see what happens because of that. So class, if you see the preferential discharge order we see in a previous electrolysis. So Na plus and H plus. So Na plus and H plus, you can see out of Na plus and H plus, so discharge potential of H plus is less than discharge potential of Na plus, means H plus ions can discharge, or you can say reduce at less potential as compared to Na plus, or H plus ion is more easy to get reduced as compared to Na plus. And at the same time, since solution is dilute, solution contain large number of H plus ions, because solution contains more solvent, so large number of H plus ions and less number of Na plus ions. So since number of H plus ions is more, and also in that ease of discharge order, H plus get more preference to get discharge over Na plus. So at cathode you can see H plus ions are discharged in preference to Na plus. Okay class, similarly if you see the order of anions, so order of anions, if you see the Cl minus and OH minus, so in this discharge potential order, Cl minus has less discharge potential as compared to OH minus ions. So Cl minus ion can be more easily oxidized as compared to OH minus ions. So Cl minus ion should get oxidized at anode over OH minus. But class, problem here is solution is dilute. So since solution is dilute, solution contain, though Cl minus should get preference over OH minus, but number of Cl minus ions is very less as compared to number of OH minus ions. So though it is more easy to discharge Cl minus ion, but since number of OH minus ions is more, the OH minus ions will dominate, or OH minus ions will preferentially discharge at anode over Cl minus ions, क्योंकि उसका नंबर ज़्यादा है. तो ये OH minus ions are preferentially discharged at anode, okay, and not Cl minus ions. So this is exceptional case, because here the number of OH minus ions, you can see solution is dilute. So dilute solution contain Na plus and Cl minus, and from water H plus and OH minus. So since NaCl is less in quantity, number of H plus ions is very large in number, and number of OH minus ions is very large in number as compared to Cl minus ions. Okay, so preference here will go to the OH minus ion because it is large in number. And class, in cations, preference will go to H plus ions, that both the factor favoring for H plus ions. One thing, it is number of H plus ions of large number. Also in ease of discharge order, H plus get preference over Na plus. So class, if you see the products of electrolysis of dilute NaCl solution using platinum electrodes, so class, reaction at anode, the preference will go to OH minus ions over Cl minus ions. So OH minus lose electron at anode and become OH. Class, So we have many OH minus ions in the solution. The OH minus ions become neutral OH by losing electron. So class, the reaction at anode is 2 OH minus ions gives you. So class, you can write this part as H2O. Class, O does not exist in atomic state. So if I write, I say half mole of O2 and 2 moles of electron. Reaction is oxidation taking place at anode. So 2 moles of OH minus ions gives 1 moles of water, half mole of oxygen and 2 moles of electron, okay, at anode. Class, similarly at cathode, preference goes to H plus ions over Na plus ions. So at cathode, H plus plus electron gives H. So to balance 2 electrons, I write 2H plus 2 electron gives H2. Reaction is reduction. So class, if is the products of electrolysis of dilute solution of NaCl using platinum electrode, so you get oxygen gas at anode and we get hydrogen gas at cathode. The products of electrolysis of dilute NaCl solution using platinum electrode is oxygen gas at anode and hydrogen gas at cathode. So class, here if you see the numbers, the number of, since H plus ions are getting reduced, so number of H plus ion decreases, and since OH minus ions are oxidized, number of OH minus ions in the solution decreases. So class, number of H plus and OH minus ions become less. So equal number of H plus and OH minus are used in the redox reaction. So there is no change in H plus ions, no change in OH minus ions in the solution. Equal number of H plus and OH minus are getting oxidized and reduced. So class, therefore there is no change in pH of the solution, because everyone know when NaCl is put in water, NaCl is salt of strong acid and strong base, so that does not change the pH of solution. So there is no change in pH of solution. Okay, so class, this is electrolysis of dilute NaCl using platinum electrode. Electrolysis of concentrated NaCl using mercury electrodes. So class, here in the cell, the cathode is mercury, the anode is carbon rod, and electrolyte is concentrated NaCl solution. So class, as we discussed earlier, concentrated NaCl solution means NaCl dissolved in water. So water will give you H plus and OH minus ions. On dissociation, and NaCl gives you Na plus and Cl minus ions. So class, as we discussed earlier, water is bad conductor of electricity, will not give H plus and OH minus ions in sufficient number. But when we dissolve NaCl in water, water become good conductor, and in presence of NaCl, water form large number of cations, that is H plus ions, and large number of anions, that is OH minus ions. So class, in this solution we have cations Na plus from NaCl and H plus from water. So class, which cation will get discharged or which cation will get reduced preferentially at cathode? For that we know the order of preferential discharge. So class, if you see the order of preferential discharge, H plus has less discharge potential as compared to Na plus. So it is more easy for H plus ions to get reduced at cathode as compared to Na plus ions. So preference should go to H plus ions. But class, here this is exceptional case. Here what actually happens is, so instead of H plus, Na plus ions are reduced. So let us see reason behind it. So preference should be given to H plus ions, but actually Na plus ions are reduced instead of H plus ions. So the reason behind it is, so class, Na plus ions, if Na plus ions accept electrons, Na plus ions will reduce into sodium metal, reduction reaction at cathode. And plus sodium metal, the moment sodium metal is formed, sodium metal immediately combines with mercury electrode and gives you sodium amalgam. So class, sodium amalgam is a homogeneous mixture of sodium and mercury, that is solution, true solution of sodium and mercury. And class, this is extremely spontaneous process. This is very spontaneous process, formation of sodium amalgam. So class, everyone know the spontaneous process are more favorable in nature. So sodium amalgam formation is highly spontaneous process, and that's why formation of sodium at cathode या फिर Na+ ions are preferentially discharged at cathode instead of H+ ion. Now there is one more reason. H+ ions, if they get reduced, it will form hydrogen gas at cathode, and hydrogen gas, if it is formed at cathode, the cathode is mercury, and hydrogen has very high over voltage over mercury, and since hydrogen having very high over voltage over mercury, the formation of hydrogen is not preferred, that is H+ ions will not preferentially reduced at cathode, so this reaction won't take place, that is H+ plus electron giving hydrogen, this reaction won't take place. Okay, so class, let us see what happens at anode. So class, at anode, so this reaction, the previous reaction was at cathode. So let us see what happens at anode. So class, at anode, two ions will migrate, that is OH- ions and Cl- ions, to lose the electron or to get oxidized. So if you see the discharge potential order, so Cl- and OH-, Cl- has less discharge potential, or Cl- can be more easily oxidized at anode as compared to OH-. So class, this is order of ease of discharge, not discharge potential. So the ion which has less discharge potential get easily discharged, you can say oxidized or reduced at particular electrode. So if you see the ease of discharge order, the chloride ion is more easily discharged as compared to OH- ions, because chloride ion has less discharge potential as compared to OH- ions, and also solution is concentrated, so there is no problem of number of chloride ions. So reaction at anode will be two Cl- ions giving you Cl2 plus 2 electrons. Reaction is oxidation. Okay, so class, if you see the product of electrolysis of concentrated NaCl using mercury electrode, so you get sodium at cathode, which is after what form it converts into sodium amalgam, and chlorine gas at anode. So class, since the number of Na+ ions and number of Cl- ions are continuously decreased from the solution, okay, so the number of H+ ions and number of OH- ions in the solution remain same, constant, and that's why there is no change in pH of the solution. Electrolysis of acidified water using platinum electrodes. So class, in this electrolysis, the electrolyte solution is acidified water. So acidified water means in beaker we take water. In water we add any mineral acid, say for example sulfuric acid. Okay, so sulfuric acid is all in water, okay, and form solution. Okay, so class, everyone know water is bad conductor of electricity, will form extremely less number of H+ ions and OH- ions, but in presence of electrolyte, that is sulfuric acid, water become good conducting and form large number of H+ and OH- ions. So in presence of sulfuric acid, water form large number of cations and large number of anions. Plus sulfuric acid itself is strong electrolyte, so it will dissociate completely and form H+ ions and sulfate ions. So in this solution we have only one type of cations, that is H+ ions, but we have two types of anions, that is OH- ions and sulfide ions, hydroxy ions and sulfide ions. So class, if you see the ease of discharge of anions, or you can see the preferential discharge of anions here in the order. So the discharge potential of OH minus ions is less than discharge potential of sulfide ions. So since discharge potential of OH ions is less than discharge potential of sulfide ion, the OH ion will be preferentially discharged, or you can say OH ion is preferentially oxidized at anode and not SO4 minus 2, that is sulfide ion. So reaction at anode in this reaction will be OH minus ion will give neutral OH by losing one electron. Reaction is oxidation. So class, in solution we have large number of OH minus ions. When one more OH minus ion loses electron, it will become neutral OH, and you can write this reaction as OH minus and OH minus. We have two OH minus ions plus HOH is water. So H and OH combine and form water. Plus oxygen does not exist in atomic state. So we write oxygen as half O2, that is half mole of O2 plus electron 2 electrons. So we can write this reaction as 2 hydroxy ions at anode gives you 1 mole of water, half mole of oxygen and 2 moles of electron. Okay, that is 2 moles of hydroxide ions at anode on oxidation gives you 1 mole of water, half mole of oxygen and 2 moles of electron. Reaction is oxidation taking place at anode. Okay class, you can write this reaction like this also. Multiply this equation by 2, so you can write 4OH minus gives 2H2O plus O2 plus 4 electrons. One and the same reaction, we are just multiply equation by 2 to get rid of the fraction number. So 4 moles of hydroxy ions on oxidation gives you 2 moles of water, 1 mole of oxygen and 4 moles of electrons. Okay, so this is the reaction taking place at anode. So class, reaction at cathode. So class, at cathode we have only one, that is H plus ions. So at cathode H plus ions accept electron and become H, but class H exists as H2. So if I write H2, so H2 means 2H plus 2 electrons gives you H2. Reaction is reduction. So class, if you try to balance 2 electrons, okay, then 2H plus 2 electron gives you H2, and if you try to balance 4 electrons, so you can multiply equation by 2. So 4H plus 4 electron gives 2H2. That is the reaction at cathode. So class, if you try to understand the products of electrolysis, the product of electrolysis of acidified water using platinum electrodes, the products of electrolysis are oxygen gas you obtain at anode and hydrogen gas is obtained at cathode. Electrolysis of aqueous copper sulfate solution using copper electrodes. So class, this electrolysis is example of active electrodes. Here copper electrodes are active electrodes. So I discussed earlier, the active electrode is one which will still take part in chemical reactions. So class, if you take copper sulfate solution, aqueous solution of copper sulfate, so in solution from water we have H plus ions and OH minus ions, and from copper sulfate solution we have copper ions and sulfide ions. So class, if you see the cations in the solutions are H plus and copper ions. So if you see the order of preferential discharge, H plus and copper ions, so definitely H plus ion will get preference over copper ions. Sorry, copper ions will get preference over H plus ions. So if you see the order, H plus ions and Cu plus 2 ions, the preference goes to copper ions. So copper ions should get reduced at cathode, okay, in preference to H plus ions, okay. And class, if you see the anions here, the anions here are OH minus ions, sulfide ions. So class, OH minus ions and sulfide ions both will try to go at anode, try to lose electron and try to undergo oxidation. But class, the problem here is we are using copper electrode, which is active electrode, and class, copper itself has more tendency to get oxidized as compared to OH minus and sulfide ions. The copper itself, the electrode itself is active, so copper will preferentially get oxidized. The electrode has high tendency to lose electrons. The copper will lose electrons in preference to OH ions and sulfide ions. So class, what will happen because of that? So class, try to understand here. The two anions are there in the solution, OH ions and sulfide ions. But electrode is not here inert electrode. Electrode here is active electrode, that is copper electrode, and electrode itself can take part in chemical reaction. So since copper is active electrode and has much higher tendency to lose electron as compared to hydroxy ions and sulfide ions, the copper electrode will lose electron in preference to hydroxy and sulfide ions. So class, reaction at anode will be, so Cu, the electrode itself, gives you Cu2 plus by losing 2 electrons. Reaction is oxidation. So copper electrode, that is electrode itself, undergo oxidation by losing 2 electrons, okay, and form copper ion. So class, the metal of copper atom here will become copper ion and pass in the solution, okay. Now the reaction at cathode, so class, at cathode, two ions are moving to accept electron, that is H plus ions and copper ions. And we have seen in the preferential discharge order, copper ions have less discharge potential as compared to H plus ions. We already discussed that. H plus ions and copper ions, the copper ions have less discharge potential as compared to H plus ions. So preferentially copper ions are oxidized at, so copper ions are reduced at cathode and not H plus ions. So class, at cathode the reaction is Cu2 plus 2 electron gives you Cu. Reaction is reduction. So class, the copper ions which are present in the solution, okay, these copper ions, they move towards cathode. At cathode, the copper ions accept electron, and after accepting electron, the copper ions become copper atoms and they get deposited on this rod. So class, you can see here easily that at anode, the copper atoms are becoming copper ions and they are passing in the solution. The size of copper rod, that is size of copper anode, continuously goes on decreasing, and the copper ions which are passed in the solution, they are the copper ions which are passed in the solution, they go to the copper cathode where they accept 2 electrons and become copper atoms and get deposited on the surface of that copper electrode, and the size of that copper cathode goes on increasing. So class, size of one rod is continuously decreasing and size of other rod is continuously increasing, okay. So class, this phenomena, this process is used in metallurgy, that is purification of copper, or you can say electro refining of copper. So where anode is made impure copper rod and cathode is made pure copper rod. So anode continuously dissolve by losing copper ions in the solution. The size of impure copper rod goes on decreasing, and the copper ions which are passing in the solution, they get continuously discharged. Okay, okay. These copper ions, they continuously get collected in the form of copper metal on the pure copper cathode, and size of the pure rod goes on increasing. Thank you.